Still in good shape and health, Röger, joined by his wife Jolanta, was touring around the lesser-known parts of Valencia to meet the people and see the development of his reign. The stability and security is what they needed, he thought, but in the back of his mind, almost aroused by later years' successes, he could not help it, but he also schemed for a little more personal success. While looking out over Rostock's countryside, Röger was not entirely happy with the development only holding a small population of 10,000 people compared to Lübeck's 30,000 souls. Yeah, it's not a lot. Maybe he ought to pull some more resources toward his vassals and family members controlling them to give them a helping hand. After all, a duchy is only as strong as its weakest area. At least that was Röger's thought. Yep, that is correct. He is going to try and help out his vassals, before himself even. It's a bit of an odd situation, but yeah, we're looking at Rostock here. And, I mean, its main problem as of now is, of course, that it doesn't really have the control, and as we can see here, only 10,000 people entirely in the Rostock area, which is not a whole lot, to be honest. But most of the modifiers are actually positive now, so, I mean, he should be able to, Frenne that is, our brother, should be able to turn this around, but especially with our help, maybe constructing a building. When we do have the money for it, we will probably invest a bit in Rostock as well. Should we invest somewhere else if we were, you know, very rational? Yeah, probably, but how Röger is seeing it, investing in someone like his brother here, that down the line could potentially also be very, very good for him and the dynasty as a total. As their duke, my vassals owe me their allegiance. My word is law, but how much is obedience without devotion worth? It is time of crisis. A slow response or a half-hearted effort can lead to disaster. Can I afford such a risk? So, I guess we have a conversation with Kaiser Bruno for reasons. And I guess we have our brother in here as well. I'm not sure why that is. Loyalty or fear, right? I think we're gonna go with loyalty. I mean, right now we are in family business. Our two vassals, at least two of the most important vassals, well, they are both of our dynasty. So I think we're gonna go with I will win their unwavering loyalty. And that is gonna give us generous leash. Yes, we will go with that one. Oh my, Mayor Boris have died. You know what I wish, guys? I wish there was a mod that could give a small event, you know, a small pop-up window, like an interaction of sort when someone important dies to you. And I mean, Boris is not that important to our family, but he was an important, part of the series, someone that I have pinned, so maybe there was a mod, or should be a mod, that could actually do a little bit more with the dead, because right now we can't even right-click him, we can't do anything with him. But he died. What did he die from? He died of illness, right? I mean, he was 69, so it's not that unusual. Yeah, it is what it is, but what it means is that, of course, we have a new mayor in here, which is Mayor Magdalene of Kiel, who is Danish. She is a forgiving, shy, and stubborn character. She's also an insightful thinker. Nice, she's 61. Was that the wife of his? I think it might have been. I'm actually unsure about that. Can we play Boris again? Was it his wife? No, the wife is dead. So I don't know who she is. I think we just got someone appointed. Yeah, I think it's just a random character. I'm okay with that. I mean, if they are any good and yeah, she kind of likes us. We don't really like her, but we can deal with her, I think. Anyway, we do have a couple of things to attend to here since Boris died. So we can, we need to designate a guardian for Elin here, which is our child, right? Yeah, that's our daughter. She is 15. So yeah, I mean, but there's still 1 year left in her development or education. So I think we'll let someone do it. I'm gonna go with Edel, our court physician, for no good reason. I'm just gonna go for it. We also have a male courtier here. Oh, we can actually choose his education focus. We'll do that as well. I guess stewardship looks good. What about our granddaughter here? I guess he was educating her as well or something like that. She looks like a pretty good marshal. She's a bossy character. Yeah, I think she's gonna go into marshal actually. Why not? Let's try that. And the last one is a Hüttner, who is again just a courtier. But I'm doing it. I'm doing this for every single courtier that I got. I like doing it. I think it's fun to like meddle a bit with their education and move them in a direction that I want, kind of. Would a good ruler do that in real? Yeah, maybe he would. Maybe he would. He or she would. I think so. Diplomat. I'm often going with whatever I think their base stats. Or whatever. In this guy's charming, so we could go in the intrigue. But since the diplomacy is already on 4, I might as well go for diplomacy, right? So another thing is we do have a new seat or a new spot here for our counselor. Let's see who we got on here. That could be an interesting one. We of course got the new mayor. She's not a very good character for that. We do have Eskil Ferguson, who is our player heir and also our friend. That makes a lot of sense with 18 in diplomacy. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. I don't see anyone else I want on here. That makes a ton of sense. Let's assign him there. There we go. Job done. Eskil, you are our new counselor. Well, something interesting just happened. Kaiser Bruno had just created the title of Duchy of Holstein. Yeah, he didn't actually have it before. Now, what you haven't seen, but what I have seen is that he has been he's been creating duchies for, at least 2 or 3 other duchies here the last couple of years in the game, that is. And he's been giving them out, as you can see here. Duke Albrecht Bravoson of Freyshire has been given a title from the Kaiser. So I'm hoping that he's gonna give us Duchy of Holstein and that he's not gonna keep it for himself. But yeah, you never... I'm not expecting it, but that would be very, very nice. Having 2 duchies, that would mean that when we die, yeah, that would be split up between our 2 sons. So we would hold 2 duchies with 2 different or with the same dynasty, but of course with 2 different players. But that would be nice. That would be really nice. Vörger is meddling a bit with the higher establishment of the Holy Roman Empire. He is waiting for Kaiser Bruno to be ready for his petition. He got high hopes for this one, seeing that his liege just created a duchy he much desired. But you never truly know what mood or mindset you might find your liege. It was finally Vörger's time to meet the Kaiser, and as we can see here, we do have a list available for us. There are on the right temple, which is a nice one. We could get a new temple holding. We also have the urbanized county, which could give us a new city holding. That's also nice. We got the fortified borders. Probably not Vörger's first mindset. We do have a lot of allies. We don't really need to fortify our borders right now. It's not something that is something he consider. And if we move up, do have Grand Claim. And you know what way Vörger is gonna go with this. As nice as the other 2 are, this one is this is exactly why he's here. This is why he came all the way down into, I think we are in Francia somewhere, in the middle of Francia. Yes, we're gonna try and grant a claim. Let's see what it says. Oh, okay, it disappeared on me. Okay, let's go out of this. There it is. I am escorted to Kaiser Bruno's throne room. Well, we already did that. Eventually he addressed me. You make some good arguments, but if I am to agree to your request, I will need something in return. Surely, you see, I would benefit both of us if we could come to an arrangement. Yes, Vörger agrees. Absolutely. So, what does he want? He wants, let's see, a fair offer. You pay 50 gold. That is very cheap. And we get the county of Dithmarschen. Yeah. And there is a very good chance that he would also grant us the duchy afterwards. Because we would then hold 2 of the counties. I don't know if he will do it because he do have the other county himself. So... I don't know, but I don't see how Vörger could not accept this offer. 50 gold, we can make 50 gold in a year's time. For a whole county. That is exceptionally good, absolutely. Vörger is gonna accept this very fair offer from his liege. Yeah, there is no 2 ways about it, we accept. And there it is, Dithmarschen in all its glory, with 2 holdings to its name, and something interesting as well, guys, because we have increased stewardship now. Yes, that happened in the last episode with that perk we got. We can now hold this holding for ourselves. We don't need to give it away at all. We can just keep it. And yeah, let's take a closer look here. We will probably do some renaming, but first let's check them out. Ooh, look at that. We do have a new baron here, Mayor Plub of Itzho. I'll probably rename that one. Is this Hambor? Nah, Hambor is further down, isn't it? Hambor is right here next to it. Okay, so this might... yeah, that's very close to Hambor, actually. But anyway, we do have a nice little holding here with some crop fields, a small harbor, and a guild hall. Nice. And over here, which is actually Dithmarschen itself, which do have cattle lands, 0.3 per month, and bastion and curtain walls. Nice. How many people live over here? 20,000. It's probably our second best play. Probably Vorbaz is better. Yeah, that's 31k actually. That's a lot bigger. Vorbaz is the second biggest county in the duchy, but this is gonna be the third biggest. And yeah, I mean, with getting Dithmarschen, maybe Fröger can now see that it might be better to keep Lübeck and Dithmarschen closer to his home. I mean, or closer at home, so to speak, that he probably values them a little bit more than Wallachia over here. But for now, this is definitely a good step in the direction of maybe getting, you know, the entire duchy of... I mean, here's the thing, right? I thought that our liege was actually holding the last tile. But no, we just got it from him, of course. So the last one is over here. That's started, yeah? That's the last one inside the duchy of Holstein, as we can see. Holstein is only consistent of 3 tiles. Yeah, so it's not impossible we could get it inside the lifetime of Fröger. That would be nice, but we can't really go to war. He's a small child, this guy, but we can't really go to war with him because we do need a hook. Yeah, so we need a hook on our liege to do that. But there is the chance that the liege is gonna give him away as a vassal. Yeah, he could give us that vassal, right? Because we do, if he's gonna give us the entire duchy, he will also give us that vassal. So there is that potential. But all right, I think Fröger has some thinking to do here when it comes to renaming. It might happen in the next episode, but yeah, we definitely need to look into that. But that's wow. I mean, that was a great thing to happen. Absolutely fantastic. Another happy day in Lübeck, when again so soon the Danes of Wallachia can celebrate an expansion. Fröger had discussed it with his court and some council members for a few days, and finally made the preparations for a couple of name changes after a feast. According to one of his historians, the city of Itzho was one of Charlemagne's who brought a lot of pain to the Danes 300 years earlier compared to Fröger, so it is only reasonable that we erase every single part of the history and rename it to something a little bit more Danish. I think we're gonna go with the name Essenborg. The barony itself, which was named Dithmarschen as well, is gonna also have a rename to Bosum, which is actually closely related to the name in the modern day city, which is Busum. Also, the county itself, which was called Dithmarschen, the German way, also got a small name change, which is actually the Danish name for it. I didn't know this, but yes, very similar but slightly different in Dithmarschen. Yeah, so there we have it, Essenborg, yes, which is actually, you know, there is some historical correctness to it, not entirely, but close to. Bosum over here and Dithmarschen. Yeah, I think it's cool. I don't know why, but I am enjoying it so much to actually rename German places. No, I enjoy that no matter where we are in the world inside CK3. I really enjoy doing it. So I'll keep doing it even if you don't like it. It's my little thing. Okay, let's move on. My daughter-in-law, Adelheid, has given birth to a son. Since the little one is part of the Elvin Dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Yes, and this is absolutely the one that will become our player here down the line. So, they want to name him Voyager Elvin. Voyager and I are not agreeing with that. I don't know why, but I don't like naming my... I don't mind if an extended family member does it, and it will become the second, like Voyager the second, but I don't really like it. I'd rather have another name. So I found another name for our little new Dynasty member. I decided to go with CK3 or CK3, which is, again, not exactly a modern Danish name. None of the names that I've decided to go for so far has been anywhere near modern Danish names at all, which is how I like to do it. So, you may grow strong and wise, little CK3. Definitely a Viking name. Oh, hold on. I think we want to go in and check him out, don't we? I think we do want to do that. There he is. You do have a older sister, of course, so no trades. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, it is what it is. Anyway, let's start, we don't know, let's go in and make sure that someone is educating him. Should we do it ourselves? Should we do that ourselves? Oh, that's a good question. I think we would like to, but there might be the case where if we go by some of our skills, is there anyone that is way better than us? No, not really. Not in our court, at least. We could let our bishop do it, but I mean, the only reason why I would let someone else do it is to move him in another direction. It looks like he is fairly good in stewardship already. We could try and get us. Actually, we are also fairly good in stewardship. We might be the best one. No, Callum is actually the best one. He's Scottish? It doesn't make a lot of sense letting... I mean, the head groom... I mean, then again, it wouldn't be that out of the... I mean, he's not our son. He is our grandson, so, you know... But he is infirm, so we would probably lose him soon enough, because he is 53. I think we're gonna do it ourselves. I think we're gonna educate this child ourselves. We just have the best. We know best. Voyager knows best. He also got the time for it right now. He doesn't have a lot on his table. To be honest, he doesn't, but yeah, so I think we'll do it ourselves instead. So yeah, send proposal. There we go. A couple of days later, much to Voyager's surprise, he received a letter from Kaiser Bruno that would like to meet him in Hamburg. And since Voyager was already planning to move down to Essenborg to visit the new county, he of course gladly accepted. The man wasted no time, barely an introduction before Kaiser Bruno happily announced, "I hereby grant you the Duchy of Holstein, its rank, formal territories and associated income. May you rule it well." Voyager bowed slightly and tried to stay humble while thanking the Kaiser for his incredible generosity. Well, there it is. Greetings and salutations. We grow in power. Hold up. Yes, we are now the mighty duchy of 2 places. Yes. Whoa, we can actually increase our crown authority as well if we wish. But no. Hold on. Let's go in here and check it out. Yes, so what will happen here on succession, which is the first thing you always want to look at when you gain something like this. We, right now, as Eskil, as the player here, would get the Duchy of Wallachia, because that is the main tile. That means we wouldn't get Mecklenburg or Wörli here, right? Because they are inside another place, right? They are inside Ostfalen. So we would technically not gain a whole lot by this, but our other son, Horik, would gain Wallachia. The Duchy of Holstein over here, which is 3 tiles, because we hold all 3 tiles. Well, actually, no, we don't, because County of Starter is not included. But there is definitely something for Eskil to think about here, and I guess also, I guess here's the thing, right? I mean, yes, it does say it here that we do like Eskil and he do like us, but he's a murderer. And I don't believe that Voyager actually like him that much. Just because of that. He straight up knows that he's a murderer. This guy is a murderer. He might be our son, he might be a family member, but he is also absolutely a murderer. So I don't think we're gonna move tiles around just because of that. But there is the potential that Voyager could write a testament and maybe end up changing a few things in the future. But we will see about that. But right now, as it stands, Kolding is actually gonna get both Lübeck and also Dithmarschen, and of course also the vassal over here. Let's check out that vassal actually. Let's see who it is. I don't read. Oh, it was that child. It's probably a good idea to pin that child, isn't it? I'll probably do that. We probably need to meet him at some point as well. Who is he? Count Dietrich II of Stade. Alright. Well, he doesn't have any children at this given time and moment. I would actually like to get this tile if I could. Or Folger would really love this tile. I don't think that's probably revoke tile. We could do that, but it is an act. May incur tyranny unless you have a cause for revocation. We don't really have that. Let's see what it actually does. We would... No, it's actually not a act of tyranny. There is definitely a chance that Folger is also considering that in the future. So, how about that, guys? We got 2 duchies now. Ah, man, this is brilliant. This is absolutely fantastic. Who would have thought that this episode would turn this way out? I had no idea. A week later, after much debate with his council members and also a bit of, internal thought, he decided to meet up with his new vassal and give him the hard fact. Child, I have a good claim on these lands and you have to give them to me. He didn't look happy about it, but it was for the best that Folger himself took over. We can't have a child ruling these parts. We will absolutely take over here. I am sorry, little child, but we will revoke this title, so we will have it for ourselves. Now, here's the thing. We do have a claim on it, right? Yeah, we do have a claim. So we will not gain the tyranny, but of course all his forming of, we will gain a rivalry with him, which could potentially down the line be, a problem. But I mean, this is not an this is fairly honorable. We do have a claim on it. We are the owner of the duchy. We can absolutely do this. But of course, this guy is not gonna like us. But who cares? I mean, again, he's not a savage. He's not a savage, Folger. But this is not a dishonorable thing to do at all, in these times at least. So, there is definitely the chance that he will rise up and do a rebellion, but, no, he won't decline. It's 100% guaranteed, actually. So he won't do that. Fine, let's revoke the title, and it should be ours? Maybe it has to go for a day. Oh yeah, he has to make the decision himself, actually. We have to wait a day or two. There it is, just so. I'm sorry, mate, but yeah, it's our now. He's also not Danish, so yeah, he had to go. he had to go, man. There we go. Nice. So that is we are gaining counties like it's no one's business today. it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Let's take a closer look at Stade here. Let's see how good that is. We do have 29,000 people here. That's not too bad. It does 50% control. That is not great. At least it's moving up. So we do have that. But I am worried about this county for now. Bastion and pastures. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. But we should probably start investing a bit of our gold into some... Actually, let's check out the succession laws here again. Yeah, he will gain all 3. Yeah. He will. Kolding will get all 3 of them. Alright, that's okay. I mean, we are definitely gonna be a lot more powerful now. How many men do we have? 2,270. I still believe that Folger would probably likely be inclined toward building up the counties instead of getting men at arms. Again, we don't really have a lot of targets that we can go out and attack, and as you can see, we are gaining territories without wars. So who cares about wars? We need to build up our counties now, in both places, I would say, because we are kind of, this is kind of breaking up. When we die, when Folger dies, this will break up, and we will have 2 dynasty members in 2 different. They might be allied, but we will see about that. But we will build up both places. But I would, if I could choose right now, I would probably rather play as Kolding in Lübeck, Dithmarschen and Stade rather than the other guy. But that's not really something. I haven't installed a mod where we can actually play as someone else. So yeah, Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Unless he's gonna die. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen, right? Anyway, let's... I don't think we're actually gonna rename Stade. I've always liked the name Stade for some reason. So I don't think we're gonna rename it. We might rename the barony itself, because I've never liked that they are named, both the county tile and the baron itself is named the same. So maybe we should rename this right away. County of Stade. No, let's rename the baron here to Stade. I don't know. Stade. What should we name it? Stadeby? Stadeby? I think Stadeby is fine. Stadebysk. Yeah, something like that. I'm okay with that. Let's finish that up. Otherwise, I can always change it. It's not an important thing. Anyway, that was absolutely... I mean, I'm saying this many times today. That was fantastic. But it was. It really... This is great. This is great. We are going to build a little bit out in Rügen. Yes. Out here, of course. What are we calling it? Holmrügen. Yeah, Holmrügen. In the city. I think we're gonna go with the hunting grounds, guys. The reason here is it's giving us gold, which is always nice. Look at that, 6.6 gold in income. That's a lot. Now, it is cheaper, but that doesn't mean that it's actually worse than the other one, because I feel like, why would I take pastoral lands, right? When it costs 97, it gives us a 0. Maybe it's because of its upgrades. I don't know. 1.3 near the end. Could be because of that. I'm actually not sure why that is. Is this only having like... No, that's still a pretty good one. I don't know why this one is costing more than this one. Abundant... Ah, it's the... Oh, we got a modifier here, don't we? Wait, hold on. Can we see that again? Can you go away? Oh, we need to click on the money. Okay, what about here? No, it's the same. So the base cost is 150, and here it's 100. Why is this one so much cheaper when it also have the light cavalry and archer cavalry plus the +2 in defender holding advantage? I don't really see a reason why Furga would ever decide to go for something that costs more but give less. So hunting grounds it is. Well, there we go. And we will probably just continue to build whenever we have enough money for it in different places around the areas in Malaysia. I am proud to see my daughter no longer as a child but as an adult. Even as a child, Elin always had a way with words. It is therefore unsurprising that she has taken well to the study of diplomatic relations. No surprises there, I guess. With an excellent grasp of all manners of I hate that word. An understanding of all kinds of entertainment and the eloquence to go with it, she will have little trouble navigating a life at the court. Alright. Well, they grow up fast. She is a charismatic negotiator. She is nowhere as good as the other sons and daughters of ours. But that is okay. Let's actually check her out. 16. Oh, we need to find a spouse for her. That's interesting. Is she? No, she's not even the youngest. Wait, what? Oh, no. Ursa is the youngest. Yeah. She's 11, so we still have a couple of children to... Well, at least one more children to come of age. Ah, she's the one that was glowing. Right, and she's also a knight. I think we need... That's probably the first thing I need to go in, and actually, I haven't been in here and check out who is actually our knights anymore. Runa is our knight, but she got 14. I'm okay with her doing it. Who is she married to? Horig. Let's forbid that. Let's see, Alec, Rosa, remember her. Gabriel is forbidden. Bjarke is allowed. All the men is allowed. Elin, our daughter, should we allow her to do it? She's not really a fighter, so no. She's forbidden. Let's check out if there is anyone else. Who is this? She's a fairly good. She's a brilliant strategist, so she's gonna be allowed to do it. Stanislav is allowed. She's also a skill tech. If they do have the education, I am allowing them to do it. But if they do not, I will make sure that they are forbidden. I just forget to go in here and check it out sometimes. She is forbidden. Mayor of Kiel is forbidden to do it. And Gurun, yes, she is already forbidden. Horik, he should probably forbid our son to do it. Anyone else? There's actually quite a bit in here. a lot more than I thought, but we also increased our size significantly in the last couple of episodes, didn't we? So yeah, Callum, our wife, Carolina, no. Who is this guy? Don't think I've ever seen him before. Interesting. Edel is forbidden, and yeah, there we go. We have a pretty long list when you do have all your courtiers in here, right? But yeah, there we go. Good. So, back to our daughter. Because we do need to find a suitable spouse for her as well. What are we going for here? Do we want more children inside the dynasty, or do we want more alliances? I think we can just go for a matrilineal. I think we're looking for matrilineal blood to get us. And she's also a very, very good diplomat. So we actually want to keep her around in our courts. So if we could find like someone, I mean, this is another guy having glowing. If we could, that would also give us a small alliance with someone in Norway, I suppose that is. Vamland, yeah, I believe that is in Norway. And he looks fairly interesting. He is a, well, he's not that great, but he do have a strong, okay, he got the I hate that word. The one where you're not good with numbers, where I'm not very good with words, apparently. I'm not very good with numbers either, but that's another thing. He's a bastard, okay, but I don't know. He could be a potential. He could be a potential for our daughter here. A dwarf, let's not do that. I'm kind of looking for traits. Oh, that's a good one. The memory trait. I mean, the stress losses have caused a problem here, -25, but other than that, it's a fantastic physical trait. He's also got 13 in prowess, 13 in matrilineal, or not matrilineal, martial, patience, sadistic, and brave. I'm not against that. I do like to see a memory trait or a physical memory trait in our court. But I think we're actually gonna go with a Norwegian here and get another alliance with a glowing character. Finn. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and get some more Scandinavian blood into our court. Oh, it's actually not, it's this guy. Oh. So he's 22, he's glowing, he's a bastard, he's astute, intellectual, wrathful, compassionated, fickle. Okay. He's not the best character in the world, but just because he got glowing, and he is going to give us a matrilineal marriage, while also giving us an alliance, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it's probably not the best thing to do, but you know what? We are marrying for love here. I think that's probably, they met up, I don't know, in Denmark somewhere, or whatever, I don't care. They're gonna be married now. So there we go. The river Elvin running behind Essenborg is a sight to behold. How much joy Voiger have had in the past couple of years, success upon success. But now he does start to worry about his legacy. Did he do enough? And did he do enough for his children? Most of his thoughts goes toward Eskil and that damned knight out hunting that lynx. He hopes he turns out a better man than he fears him to be. One mistake could lead to another. It is a slippery slope. Well, we will leave Voiger to his thought while watching the river and end the episode here. Remember to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one.